Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Miracles happen to those who believe in them. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 106. NASDAQ up 21, S&P's up 11, gold contract down a buck at $1,233 an ounce. Silver off 8 cents at $16.23 an ounce. Platinum down 7 bucks at $9.77 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.16 a pound. Light sweet crude off 40 cents, $41.31 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note down 3 ticks. 30-year bond off 18 ticks, and King Dollar down 211 ticks, 94.44. The euro is up 27, traded at 113, and the yen is flat at 108. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. We're 2,093 on the cash S&P. That baby, you know, bottom line had hit its price projection. That was the 2,087. That was your ABC. You know, this can get up to 2104 like in a heartbeat. That's the swing point from December 2nd. Now, you're coming up in anemic volume, big time too, folks. This is a beautiful thing. So, volume out here today, 852 million versus 1.1 billion. It's on the NYSE. On the NASDAQ composite, you're 1.6 versus 1.6. If we take a look at the SPY, the SPY, what you're going to see is this. We've hit $209.23. What I expect you're going to see here, this 211 somehow wants to get hit. Right on the nose, too, actually. 211, that's the December 2nd high. I do expect we're going to see that get hit. And what's going to be really cool is that we're going to have plenty of numbers coming out. In fact, Netflix just come out, NFLX. Netflix closed at a price point of $108. This is trading at 93 right now, down $15. It's down big. You go to 93 bucks, and what you're going to see, let's see where we at. Yeah, I mean, bottom line is that, you know, this looked like I wanted to trade down anyway, but 93, this can go to 88 in about a heartbeat. Numbers go like this on Netflix. The estimate for new streams were 3.4 million, and they only came in with 2 million. So big, that's a monster miss. There's no doubt about that. We'll go through those numbers after we end up going through this marketplace. So let's go to the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What do you have inside the 3 Qs? Inside the 3 Qs, you got to a price point today of $111.23. You did 16 million shares, and the 16 million was going into the 21 million, and you're coming into the gap. You're coming into 50 million shares. So you can see what's going on. You walk in the store, there's no one in the store, and they're buying the product. You know, I suspect somehow, more than likely, this also wants to get up to $111.84. Now, what we hit today, we hit $111.26. Now, inside the NDX 100, what you did have, the first crack in the armor out here was Apple. Apple came down today, $2.37. It came down on Friday. It went from $112 to $109. It had an expansion of volume, 46 million. Today, do 60 million. Apple very well can lead the charge on the way down. Apple looks to me on a short-term basis, it wants to run back to the $96 level. That is the high of the low that was established out here on the 27th of January. Let's go, we go take a look at the good old gold. What do we have with gold? Gold wants higher price, folks. They can do anything and everything they want to gold. Each and every day they're trying to whack it. Bottom line, they just can't move it. Gold out here today, flat market. We hit a low of 1231, high of 1243. You're down 144,000 contracts. The bottom line, gold, I suspect, number one, wants to get into the swing high. It was established out here on the 12th of April, which is 1264. I actually think it's going to go after the 1287 from March 11th. If we go take a look at the XAU and the HUI, in both cases, folks, these broke topside last week, and they have the juice, and they're not backing off. The XAU is at $78.43. This XAU right now, if we bring this back, and I want to show you something for you folks that don't get the gold report, because if you're in this market, you want to really pay attention to this. We're coming up to the supply line in both the XAU and the HUI. And the XAU, that supply line basically is laid out at about 80 bucks to about $83. You know, we'll see whether we slice through it. Right now you're at 78.43. And the HUI, that we're at $190 right now. That supply line is laying out there at a price point of $206 to $211. So both the XAU and the HUI are approaching it. Now, that being said, a few of the gold equities are already sliced through that like butter. So there's going to be a huge amount of information that gets released in the marketplace as it approaches that supply line. Oil, what do we have with the oil market? Oil market, they couldn't make a reduction in the production process. Bottom line, no one's getting along. Guess what? Oil gets down to $39 or rejects that price. That being said, what you have is this. You had 584,000 contracts. That is setting up so now you have a low with high volume. And what that sets up a run down to the lowest swing point that was generated out here on the 5th of April. That lowest swing point is $36.57. We go over and we take a look at the bond market. What the notes are doing is this. The notes failed on price today, failed on volume. You did 882,000 contracts. Bottom line, notes, 10-year note wants to run down to the 129 to 128 area. Right now we're at 130.16. And good old King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? Well, King Dollar, folks, is trading at a price point of $94.47. King Dollar, first off, will go back into the swing point low of last week, which is $93.62. I expect you're probably going to hit not only that, you're going to get out of the 92.50 mark, and we'll see if it holds the 92.50. If just the dollar going to 92.50 is going to keep the metals market higher. You break 92.50, and we are going to see the metal market. You think it took off from the bottom, which it did? That'll go to the moon, folks, big time. Don't forget about the Tiger Dollar sale. This is the last day that you can get up to a 40% bonus, folks, inside the Tiger Dollar sale. You can check it out on the front page of TFNN. If you do have any product at TFNN, you're looking to get any in the future, we only do this a couple times a year. It's a great time to save money, either 20, 30, or 40%. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed up 106, NASDAQ up 21, S&P's up 11. We're going to be coming back. IBM just come out with numbers. We're going to go over the Netflix numbers also. We're going to be right back.